Hello everyone, welcome to New Horizons Racing League Division 1, round 18 of the championship. We're here in Suzuka, in Japan. With me normally Gaming Things, how are we? And Happy New Year. What do you think of Japan?
Hello, there. Happy New Year, to you, too. And just for Starfire saying that I believe that this will give some great racing, and seeing that we're starting at the Suzuka, the only actual track that actually crosses over it itself, but at the same time it can be quite a challenge, especially in Sector 1.
Yeah, especially on, I think it's since they had these 2017 red cars, the cornering speeds are quicker, but you need the chassis to be a lot more stable in the first sector. But I don't know, as long as you get through the S's, I think the rest of the track's fairly easy, and I'm a bit confused as to why some of the other guys have been complaining about today, saying that we've got some guys more than others have been struggling, especially with practice. But I don't think it's a bad track at all.
Yeah, it's alright in my opinion, but the one problem I have with it is obviously Sector 1, but that's only when your tyres are worn, and if you hit one of those corners in the S's quite weirdly, you're going to go flying.
Oh yeah, God, just a tip for anyone, do not attack the curbs in the S's. Don't put more than a wheel on it, otherwise you're just going to unbalance the car and you'll go straight into the wall. And who is on the lead lap? Because I'm right on board with Pitch, but he's going through turn 2 and he's got people in front of him.
I believe that might be Dylan?
I wasn't sure if it one of the McLarens. Yeah, it is Dylan. He had a bit of a more than a slap on the wrist after Russia, but he's filling in for Luke Beck, who is unable to attend today. So, if anything does happen, just everyone please bear with him, and if he causes any problems, don't be afraid to speak up about them. At the same time, I still want him to enjoy himself.
The thing you gotta point out is that Shifty has since gone from the. Ooh. Oh, that's a sideways Renault.
That's a bit. I'm a bit confused how he's even managed to bin it there. Straight
pretty much. I was watching it, and I believe when he was actually entering the corner, he got a little bit too much to the left, kind of dirted up the actual left side tyres, and he just lost it by getting too much of a curve, also corner.
Well, the times are coming in now. Leroy currently fastest at 126.4. Both racing points and an okay job. Blair's going P2 though. Not a bad time, especially since he's got some kind of problem with his wheel. Whether it's been fixed or not, I don't know. Who else? Oh yeah, Shifters moving out from Racing Point into Ferrari, hopefully for the rest of the season, to Indigo not being permitted to take part for the rest of this season. He can come back when the new season begins in March. As for his original teammate, Josh, he will no longer be taking part in an Nhrl period.
I don't know if you would actually at the moment call a Ferrari a better car than the Racing Points, but hey.
On paper I think they should be, because Shifters and Blaze are quicker than pretty much all of the Division 2 grid. But I don't think the Racing Point guys would be putting up too much of a fight. They'll probably want a little bit of practice for themselves, because the weather for Suzuka, it is expected to stay a bit clear, so just a bit more track time for them, I guess.
A bit dodgy way get out of the way there, Ferrari, from MDJ, who's about to enter 130R on a flying lap. That saves it nicely. Oh, maybe a bit.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm
out.
very lucky not to get invalidated with that.
Yeah, here we
Can
go.
we get pole?
Go. So,
3.
that's alright, actually.
It's okay, I'm sure he can shave off a few tenths. But yeah, I was wondering why Leroy was so far in front. Everyone in front of MDJ is on the softs. MDJ is only one of 3 people to set a time on the mediums. Tyre strategy that I'm aware of is bog standard soft to medium. Doesn't need to be anything too major. It's like Centu.
Looks like he's crashed on the last corner.
Yeah, who have we got coming into the final corner?
Dylan's coming in. Watch yourself, guys. Oh, it disappeared.
I think what he might have done is clip that inside pit wall and his car ended up in the circuit. But I guess luckily for him, he's managed to get a time in. So if he does drop down, fingers crossed it won't be all too far.
But I wonder if Aspect and Twonk's going to be able to get back in for qualifying.
I hope so. If they need invites, guys, please take the time out and help them back in. I'm riding on board with Collins, see if he can improve in his time as he is coming out the final corner now. To the line. He does improve, don't think he's changed his position. Not a bad time for a medium, especially for Collins. Right, that's another Renault. That'll be MDJ coming back into the pits. Who will we have next? It'll be a Ferrari. That shifter's on an outlet. It's one of the Alpha Tauris.
Well, Shifty is just on the grass right now, and
yeah,
so
trying to find someone who's actually on a valid lap. Let me have a look at the Red Bull pair. So I'm bored with Awesome Dude just because I know he's on a flying lap. Oh, he's really attacking Spoon.
Oh, that's not great to do if you have worn tyres, because again, like Sector 1, it can fling you.
Dylan's managed to get a lap in. He's gone 5th.
I'm surprised that he had a compromised start in his lap, so he can definitely improve.
Can always find time anyway, but
so you can stream here at the end?
He's going
he's in the pits.
In the box.
Aspect is back.
Haven't got Carps back in there. One of the Mercs. I think, yeah, both Mercs are on an outlet.
Shift is invalidated his lap.
Dylan, I think, will be coming back into the box. I'm going to ride on board with Reese.
Yeah, there's a lot of doing the 2 corners he's just passed here before, and you go under the bridge.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those corners are so difficult to attack on like a faster McQuire lap, because also the way if you attack them too much, it's quite easy to get invalidated.
I love doing it on the old spec cars. For me, like, they're some of the... because the corner profiles, they're nothing too spectacular, they're just like normal 90-degree corners. But what is unusual, it's the run-up of entry speed that you've got to them. And because of the wider cars, those corners are actually easy. I loved it in like F1 2010, just trying to get them spot on. Because if you got them wrong, you just went straight into the gravel.
I don't know if I remember that. I don't know if I've played in that 2010.
Or even like 2015, 16, just before we had the wide bodies come in. He's going P5 on 28 flat, not a bad time at all. I think anyone who's slower than a 129 has definitely got time on the table.
I'm going to follow Shifty because he's now on a lap, but he's had to go around one more lap around because he got invalidated the first time round, so I'm just going to follow this.
Say again, who was that you're following?
Shifty.
No, I was riding Buddle Carps, but he's invalidated as well already.
Yeah, he wasn't quicker in sector 1, but like I said, his tyres are... I've had to do one more lap because of an invalidation. What's he got at the end of sector 2?
10-7. I reckon... Because, remember, Shifters is really good at qualifying pace.
Well, he normally comes out of nowhere.
I expect him to be in the top 5.
Third. Not that much difference between him and second.
Yeah, there's literally milliseconds between the Ferrari pair.
However, no one's close to the...
That's 5 thousandths of a second separating them.
Are the Ferraris on harder tyres than the...
No, they're both on softs. So Leroy is so far got like the perfect lap. I'm going to run on board with pitch. Currently 6/16th, needs to get a lap in.
Oh, hey up! I just saw purple from pitch black in sector 2.
Won't surprise me. I think one of the things I love about Japan most, it is it is a driver's track, especially because I don't know, is it luck really, depending on how much you attack the S's in the first sector?
Whoa, that's... I thought I saw Charlie in the grass there.
But it's how much you're able to control your car, to be honest. It's just pure drivability. As soon as you get through the S's, it's how well you can do the rest of the circuit.
It's a thing, this track has also shook some surprises over the years, hasn't it?
I thought it so. Even if the races are boring, it's Japan. It's one of those tracks where it's just nice to watch the cars go through these type of corners. It's a nice bit of tarmac to watch them drive around, be it like Mugello or Spa or Portimao.
You know, that's actually one of my hopes for this year's games. That there's a special function you can race around the random tracks they raced last year.
I've been saying it, I would not complain if Cody's bought it in as a DLC. It could be worth £100, but to have like Mugello, Nürburgring, Portimao, Turkey, you know, all the other tracks they bought in for the 2020 season, I'd actually pay it.
Heck, I wouldn't actually mind them trying the very quick outer ring at Bahrain.
Yeah, you'd think that something like that wouldn't be that hard to bring in, but Charlie's just crashed in spectacular style.
How spectacular are we talking?
Oh, he only just saved it from rolling over.
Oh lord.
I reckon if he weren't in a gravel trap, that car would have gone over.
Thing which has a big pile up of cars slowing down in sector 1, which might affect the Renault coming quickly.
I mean, they kind of have to go a bit slow because they're not going to want to attack Collins in front, who is on a flying lap. They're both racing points on an outlap. Yeah, they are.
Yeah, they are.
So they kind of need to leave Collins alone, but also stay ahead of... Oh no, Collins is pulling over.
You know, I like seeing this little mix of tyre strikers. Majority of them's going for the red tyres, but you've got the likes of MDJ in 5th and Pitch Black in 2nd on the mediums.
I don't know, because if Pitch has got that amount of pace in his car, would it be worth maybe starting on the softs for the sake of pole position?
It's a thing though, tyre degradation is quite something here.
Well, I don't remember Japan being that hard on tyre wear, but I know that, you know, once the tyres are worn, it's very brutal.
Yeah. I'm following Awesome Dude. Hello, Awesome Dude. Getting a purple in sector 2 on the mediums. Hello, let's do this.
He's up by 2.2 seconds. That should put him... Oh god.
It's going to put him up there, but...
7th. I was expecting a bit more, but then I remembered he's on the mediums. Where's his teammate? Where's championship leader? He hasn't got a time on the board yet. He's left it a bit late to come out.
Well, to be fair though, there were many moments where that's Cop's doing a little bit of a spin at the end of sector 1.
Yeah, he's alright.
Anyway, about Mark's come back out by the way.
Yeah. Is it just me, or is anyone like lagging or getting frame drops?
I don't know. It looks normal on my end.
It's almost like my PS4 is struggling to render what's going on. Who else is on a flying lap? Oh my god!
Gravity.
Yeah, I just saw that in time. I should have stayed with him. He just lost it, span it in the middle of the S's.
Which, like I said, is simple to do.
Yeah, it's not difficult at all.
Oh, there's a big pile up of cars here at the going into sector 3. Wow. Wait, that's the way, Mercedes.
Yeah, we've all got to try and give each other space here. Yeah, I believe Shifters is actually on the flyer, so he's going to get held up by some of these guys if they're not careful. Shifters sectoring through. Oh, MDJ is... Oh my god, Shifter's gone pole.
Woo!
Yeah, guys, get MDJ back in as quick as we can. I'm just going to ride on board with Pitch until he finishes his lap. And then I'm going to go back down and ride on board with Mark.
Well, I'm currently doing it, and he is following a perfect distance away from a Ferrari in front of him.
Yeah, he's going to be hindered a little bit though, because it is quite... you get a lot of dirty air in that first sector. Pitch didn't improve.
He got a purple in sector 1.
Yeah. What tyres is he on?
He's on mediums. He might catch that Ferrari.
Oh no, this is dirty from Shifters. Is basically gave him a toe going into Spoon.
He correctly registered it though.
If Blaze saw that.
Now, could that have just sealed Shifters and pulled away from him and give him the brilliantness who's also got purple in sector 2?
I have noticed Dylan has gone off at turn 7.
Oh.
To the line, where does he go? What? Is it going to be pole? No, P4? Oh yeah, not a bad time on the mediums yet again. Leroy doesn't get pole. Where Blaze, P3. That's actually a really good time. Yeah guys, can we try and get MDJ if he's not already back in?
Aspect went up a bit. Aspect at 10th.
Good job on him.
So there's your grid.
I'd tell you that was actually quite entertaining qualifying.
Yeah, the Ferrari of Shifters is obviously on pole position, followed by Leroy in second. So we got an all-Irish front row.
Yeah.
From the Ferrari on the Merc.
You have to go all the way down to P field till you get an Englishman. It's who's out of position here? If I'm honest, I do expect Pitch to drop down. Then Mark. Well, I'm expecting Mark to improve later on in the race. I don't know. I really can't call this one.
Well, watch out. He is on the medium, so he can go for longer in the first stint. And he'll be able to be more confident with his tyres and when we get a bit in. Sorry about that.
I guess what what was I going to say? Japan being the type of country that it is, what's one of your favourite things to come out of Japan? Be it a game, a car, favourite racetrack?
Well, default is I do watch a bit of anime every night.
Anime?
Yeah, I do.
I never really got into anime. I
You
know
haven't
it's...
seen any?
No, I've seen... Well, I've seen a few, but it's more or less people trying to get me into it instead of me actually enjoying it, if you know what I mean. It feels like I've been made to watch it, and it's one of the things you're told it's good, so you watch it, and I'm watching it, so this is crap.
Well, as long as no one tricked you with the recommendations.
I think the only recommendation I had that was half decent was Death Note.
Ooh, the psychological horror.
And Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid. I still love that.
Oh.
I love that. But apart from that, that's it. And the only other thing that out of Japan that I really like, she's got blue hair and she wears a blue tie. I'll leave it at that.
Oh, you little weep.
Shut up! I hope you don't know what I'm on about.
I know what you're on about.
Oh no! Oh shush. Right, I'm gonna do the full rundown of the grid then. Shifters Merckx in pole position for Ferrari is out-qualified. Taze Leroy starting P2 for the Mercedes. Blaze for Gaming P3 for Ferrari. This could be the turnaround Ferrari need to have a strong finish to the season. Pitch Black really punching above his weight. P4 in the AlphaTauri. Mark Espy Drivers' Championship leader. P5 maybe a bit out of position, but he is on an alternate strategy. His arch rival MDJ starting behind him, but I hope MDJ has got back into the session after qualifying. His teammate Dylan for today starting straight behind him. Their constructors' rival, in terms of awesome dude in the Red Bull, starting P8. Gravity P9 stepping in the Alfa Romeo today. Hopefully he can grab a few more points for them. His teammate Aspect rounds out P10. Div 2 reserve Reese filling in for Racing Point. He's in P11. Collins and Haas starting P12. Carps 13th. Santu Reika. I don't recall this is his debut, but it's his long-awaited return if he's been waiting a while. Anyway, he starts 14th for McLaren. Twonk starting 15th, last-minute call-up for Williams. Hopefully he can snatch a few points for them. And Charlie Congdon crashing out in qualifying. He starts 16th for Mercedes. Look at that, like one Mercedes on the front row, the other one at the back of the grid. Right. Are we ready to get going?
Just waiting for a Racing Point to go to the grid.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. I've got a great camera angle with P1, so I might have to change my camera angle here.
There you go, lights on. Do you want to do lights out?
Yeah, because it's 5 red lights, Connor! And everyone else watching, and it's lights out for the Japanese Grand Prix here at Suzuka. Therefore, got some quite nice, especially the Ferraris. And when it gets really tight here, don't hit each other, don't do a Cinnamon Prost.
I think the start of it was okay.
We got so Red Bull, oh, that's a hit.
Yeah, I've just seen someone get sideswiped. Couldn't catch who or what caused it.
They're going side by side with, that's a nudge there with Renault. There's some power damage everywhere. That could have been worse.
Oh, Santareka always off in the gravel with cars.
McLaren!
I hope they're both still in the race. Yeah, full on safety car. Way too much damage after the first sector. Those two at the back, everyone already needs to calm down a bit.
So, Cops, the game said it was his fault and gave him a 5 seconds for...
I don't know. I'm not saying it was either driver's fault, but the car should not have physically reacted that way. Because, yeah, they went through the Degner side by side, but neither car should have gone left and then into the wall. But hopefully this is the bit of a break that the Ferrari guys need. Obviously everyone will bunch up. They can change wings, change tyres, serve penalties, save them a bit of headache, but Carps, we can remove that penalty after the stewards' inquiries. Dylan into the box. Oh, for God's sake, Dylan, you're under safety car, mate. Don't need to be speeding in the pit lane. Yeah, what's really embarrassing is the amount of guys that are getting speeding penalties. Pitch into the pits as well. Apparently he's still P3.
Yeah, I think that's a little bit of a glitch.
Yeah, apparently MDJ is leading the race. Tonka's rejoined. Well, on my screen, apparently Tonk's in second.
Huzzah!
Well, luckily for Tonk, his car is okay. Yeah, guys, can someone try and get MDJ back in if you haven't already, please? While we're under safety cars, go AIs, just send him an invite.
So, according to that, when they came into the pit, it was Dylan, Collins and Gravity who got those penalties.
Oh my god. I think Tonk's just retaking control of his car and it's just rear-ended aspect.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, I've just seen a huge amount of his front wing. Either way, it's under safety car, so he should be able to get back to the pits and repair it. Charlie going on the hard, so let's have a look at tyre strategy. Two people on the hards, got Carps and Charlie on the hards. The pair of them obviously going for some kind of gamble. But it's not necessarily something you want to do. I know the hards do last quite a while, but I don't recall them being a good race tyre. Unless there is a safety car later on, and all I remember is that the softs I know will go about half the race distance. It's a similar tyre strategy to Monza, about lap 13-14 pit stop.
You know, can you just talk about how Awesome Boots managed to go ahead of his teammate?
Eh? What?
And somehow, in the course of all that action, I just realised that Awesome Dude is in front of Mark.
Unless anyone had been tagged. I believe that's Twonk has made it to the pit lane okay.
You know, to be honest, I half expect that Awesome Dude will probably realise if his teammate of Mark is going to be so much with them, he's just going to probably not put much of a fight thing with the team and whatnot, and also for his teammate who's currently in the lead.
I feel a bit embarrassed saying what I did earlier. I'll leave that until after the race. Let's hope not that many people know what I'm on about.
Oh, if people like Fandu, they will know.
Oh no! I think a few of the guys on PlayStation know. If it is, what? No. I don't want to say anything. I'll just say I'm surprised you even know about it.
Oh, you shouldn't be. If you want to know one good aspect about a brilliant aspect about Japan that I like is the fact that it's a proper modern first world country. Yeah, and it's you could say it's a lot more advanced than the rest of the world in terms of technology and so forth, but they still keep like the traditional values. Like you can just
the way of life hasn't really changed.
You can be in a massively built-up area with skyscrapers, buildings everywhere. But in the middle of them, it's just going to be a random garden with a shrine in the middle of it, and like you've just stepped through a time portal.
Or like that arch in Hiroshima that survived a tsunami, a nuclear bomb, and whatever else nature can throw at it. But we're back under green flag racing now, and that's a really good getaway there from Shifters. Blaze under attack from Leroy. Red Bull's been left in the dust there. I don't know why those guys had a bad restart.
Man, those front three just went.
Yeah, I'm right on board with them. Oh, Shifters has had a bit of a moment. He's managed to swap places with his teammate. Oh, that's the yellow flag. That is Gravity, I believe, is stand.
Oh, whoa! Cops is in the barrier.
Oh, he's round, but he's okay.
Those tyres will be so dirty, he's going to struggle for grip there. You have to do it now. MDJ getting swallowed by a Mercedes and Charlie of all people.
I don't think MDJ is back in the session.
Pitchback went in the grass just to try and get side by side with him. The Red Bulls have caught up to the front three.
So on the border pitch, see if he can clear the runo before 130R. I know there's not a human driving that runo, but he seems to have made the move. Okay. Shame really, because MDJ could have really delivered.
Looks like Collins has a bit of damage.
Oh dear.
Oh, look at this, look at this. Charlie and Pitch Black going to start myself each other into turn one. I think the Alpha's got it. Oh, yes.
Oh no, Pitch ran a little bit wide. Don't know if that compromises exit speed. He seems okay. I think Charlie doing on hards, not doing a bad job at all. I think that car is still in one piece as well. There's a yellow flag. Who's that? That is Collins. Yeah. But whatever little wing damage he had has just caused an even bigger problem.
I don't know if there was a little bit of a tag or...
No, I'm not too sure. Gonna go up with that aspect. He's all over Reese in P6.
Is MDJ back in the role?
No, he says he's had something go wrong with his Wi-Fi, and it's a shame because he does drop. Well, his Wi-Fi does decide itself when it wants to work.
Whoa!
And it's nothing he's done wrong.
Whoa, Dylan, slipping!
Ooh.
He managed to save it.
Yeah, Santiago wants to make easy work of him. I just hope Dylan's going to be a bit sensible going into 130R.
People have overtook there before.
What a move!
Yeah, bring out your inner Alonso there.
Oh, that was actually really cool. Well, in the meantime, Aspect has cleared Reese. He's now into P6. Blaze with a penalty leading the race, and Leroy giving Shifters a hard time.
It's all to play for still.
Definitely a long way to go in the race.
Good point, Miguel. I remember that also.
I think we're 6 laps in, a safety car, and we've still got everyone running, apart from DJ. Gonna go down with Pitch. He's attacking Reese.
Pitch Black is flying through since the safety car.
I'm going to go back up with Leroy. This top 3 is going to be a hell of a race until the end.
Screw the top 3, I mean, just add in the Red Bull there also.
This is like one of the races where it's like a 2x2. I think I'd expect the top 3 to be fighting, the Red Bulls to be together, then everyone in the midfield's fighting, and then come the end of the race I expect the guys at the back of the grid to be fighting as well. I've almost got 4 cars within one frame shot.
One good thing to remember here, Connor, is that you got to remember that Mark is on harder tyres. Though.
Yeah, Mark at this point he's just trying to bide his time.
But you can clearly see he is easily managing to keep and maybe even going a bit quicker than the three of them had.
Which would be expected, maybe not at this point in the race, but when those softs start to die, obviously he's going to be a bit quicker on the mediums, but he's going to get held up. So what does he do?
Hopefully he doesn't get held up in a place where you don't want to be held up.
Obviously we've seen you can make overtakes out here, but Japan's not exactly the easiest place to overtake.
Yeah, it's not like you can't overtake.
It's a little bit of dirty air as well, but I'm just enjoying watching the cars be this close together, just knowing at any point one of them could make a mistake. And hopefully less bickering in Discord after the end of this one.
To be fair, they're so close together, and it's not out of the realms of possibility that two of them might hit each other and take all four of them out.
Oh god. Oh well, it happened at the start. I think Dylan in the S's, he had just one mistake by himself, and he ended up collecting half the grid. Well, what looked like half the grid. He definitely got swallowed up by half of the grid.
I'm being shown pit window open to go from reds to hards.
Gamey, double check Shifters' ERS and then check Leroy's.
Shifters and ERS. According to Shifters, he's got practically nothing in his ERS.
Then look at Leroy's.
And he's practically got everything.
Yeah. Oh no, there's Dylan has crashed in the S's.
Yep, I see that. Oh, it's
VSC. Everyone calm down.
That's a very easy thing to do if you got worn tyres, like I said.
Yeah, well, it's not even that. You just take a wrong line through there. I mean, his car's been looking a bit unstable all race. The back end will go from you, and there's not enough room there to avoid hitting the wall.
A question: will anyone be benefiting from this virtual safety car?
Well, Reese has gambled. He's decided to have a cheap pit stop. I believe those mediums can go to the end. I mean, I think about 19 laps of mediums should be, if the softs can go about 14.
Well, we're back running right now, and here we go, Shifters versus Lee. That's going to be... I feel like out of these top four, Shifter versus Lee will be like the main fight, mainly.
But if I remember with DRS activated, Awesome Dude should make work of Aspect down the main straight.
He's going on the hards.
You don't need to be on the hards. Mediums will easily go the distance. Ooh. Yeah, right on board with Awesome Dude. This is pretty cool to watch. Oh no!
Whoa.
Aspect in the gravel, he's done the same as Dylan. As he wrestled that car back on the grid. Charlie just being really careful. Oh, Aspect, you live to fight another day, mate. Very lucky.
By the way, MDJ's back in the session.
Yeah, good. I mean, don't know what he can do with his car down in 12th place.
Well, he's a quick driver, so we'll see what he can do. Oh, that's a dive bomb behind the McLaren!
Opportunistic there from Santoreco. Did he cut across too early though?
I believe that's what's happened, yeah.
Oh no.
To be fair,
have a look at that once, but I don't know.
To be fair, that is doable. So we can't really blame him for that. It is possible to do that.
Yeah, I mean you can cut across anyone who's wanting to not do anything silly or get wound up from that. Right, Leroy and Blaze. Yeah, in the box. Twonka's over there. Santoreco's come straight into the box, please. So it's now a Red Bull 1-2, and they're both on mediums. Both Red Bulls are on the same strategy.
The key point here is for the battle between the top four, what we had before they pitted, is how long until Mark pits.
Yeah, well, for starters, how long do we reckon a pit stop is around here? I reckon it's a fairly short stop, about 23 seconds.
Well, as you can see, Blazed was in the lead, and it dropped him down to 8th. He's up to 6 now because the 2 others pitted, but that's an indicator.
Yeah, I'm going to go back down with them then, because they might not be in the top 3, but it's the net top 3. Oh no, that looks like a 5-second penalty for corner cutting. God knows what he's done down there.
Gravity with penalty, awesome deal with penalty.
Yeah, they're all slowly starting to come in now. Tyre wear kicking in and all of that. Yeah, we've got Gravity catching these guys as well. I do expect Gravity to make one more stop, but he is open for a soft stint till the end of the race.
There we go. Mark no longer being held up to set the fastest lap of the race, Connor.
Makes you wonder even if he's on the soft, if he can push that even further. I mean, I guess that's one thing MDJ can work towards, potentially getting the fastest lap. Oh, Leroy on Blazed. Inside into turn 1.
Yeah.
Easy.
That's not good for the Ferraris.
Well, they shouldn't really complain. I mean, at the minute it's still a net podium, but Blazed is carrying a legitimate 3-second penalty. And Gravity's carrying it. Yeah, let's have a look at the penalties. Oh no, there is an Alpha that's binned it. That is Gravity who's binned it at turn 7.
He's been doing that a lot, unfortunately.
Yeah, he did it. I think he did it yesterday and Div 2.
Yeah, yesterday in Div 2, that was Russia, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, it was for Div 2 yesterday. We had to restart the lobby because we had that. It was some glitch with qualifying.
Yeah, I saw some of the chat going on in Discord.
Yeah, it was you know when qualifying's over and it's just that black screen waiting to load into the race.
Oh yeah, that.
Yeah, that happened. Either way, Reese could probably get a 5-second remove. Carps should get a 5-second remove. I believe Carps has made his pit stop. Leroy penalty. I reckon that's really going to bite him in the arse.
Oh, hello, DJ. You're going quick.
Yeah, no crap. Overtaked one. DJ started on mediums. He should be open.
Coming through
for a soft stint. Yellow. Say that's a Ferrari. That's Blazed in the gravel.
Blaze just set the fast lap of the race too. Disaster for the Ferraris of it. Cars with a penalty.
It starts off so well, and I don't really know what to say to them. They have a bit of good luck, and then it just goes tits up when they need it to go right.
Oh, I know that feeling. Oh, the Mercedes is fighting.
I'm pretty sure Shifters ain't going to complain about that. What he will complain is that the person who is racing, his teammate, is now going to hold him up.
That's a penalty.
I mean, could this be any chance for Merc 1-2? Maybe.
We still got to wait and see what
Mark
does
is
and
in
he's
the
pitting.
box. What tyres is he going on? Hards?
Hard.
Oh, come on, man. Leroy, where's he going to come out? I'm going to run on board with Leroy because he should be the net leader. He's going to know Mark's in the box. He's coming around the last corner. Yeah, there he is coming short. Mark gets to the pit exit.
Here comes the amazing! How about the Ferrari? Yeah, the Ferrari didn't overtake him. Even more disaster. They're going up for a little bit longer. That strategy for different calls has actually caused Mark to overtake the Ferrari.
Yeah, you gotta think the Shifters and Leroy, they were that close anyway. It's on things like these tenths of a second, they do matter, especially in the pit stops.
here's the thing now, Connor. If that Ferrari wants that position back, he's going to have to get it before Mark feels the tyres.
Yeah, especially...
Push back on penalty.
Yes, at this point, he can just stretch his legs now. His races, he knows what he needs to do. See if he can catch up to that Mercedes. Unless you double check Mark's warnings for me.
I will do that.
I really don't know who could be the net leader at this point. Mark's just gone purple sector 2. Awesome Dude is in the box. He's rolling again. Yeah, he should be out in P6. MDJ is coming.
Okay, I've checked Mark's
It's softs
warning.
for MDJ.
Yeah, I've checked him at Mark's warnings. He has one warning.
So the clean is really consistent as well.
So if I'm the lead, Awesome Dude pitted and went to 6th.
Yeah, I think his Mark's catching Leroy as well.
Whoa! Leroy's had a wobble!
Okay.
He went so tail happy going out of that corner. He's now under threat properly by the Red Bull.
Yeah, I really want to try and give the guys up at the front some airtime because Aspect's all over pitch. Aspect yet to box. I think he's trying to stretch his medium stint out.
Okay, I'll continue watching this fight then.
Ooh.
Oh, don't get close, guys. Oh, not that close. They're still fighting. The Merc's still ahead, but here comes the DRS though.
Leroy's got plenty of ERS to help him. Covering the inside.
Look at him, he's hugging the right side of the track.
Yeah, that's spot on. Really good defending from Leroy.
Mark's in the prime position to win this race.
Collins in the barrier again at turn 7.
Oh no.
Biggest winners and losers even off the start. Aspect for the time being. Overall loser Dylan down 9. Apart from that, it's Gravity, Blaze, and MDJ, and Shifters. Position still yet to change come the end of the race.
No, we are only on lap 15, so we are above halfway.
And just so. Oh yeah, I'll tell you, this ain't been a boring race at all, has it?
No, it does not.
Oh no, there's been an accident.
I think it's been cops. Yep, cops around.
He's okay, I think he's just gone for a spin. I hope he's not trying
Either
to
that
dive
or
bomb
they're
anyone.
not.
Anyway, I'm going to ride on board with pitch and Aspect for the time being.
I'm noticing, is Leroy struggling a bit because he's actually falling away from that Aspect.
I reckon he'll be under a little bit of pressure.
Why you think he's just on defensive mode?
Yeah, he's not really going to be thinking about attacking.
Oh, MDJ.
For him, it's just pure defending at this point.
MDJ just got the fast lap of the race car.
Yeah, and he's in P9 as well, so
that will stand.
should do, unless we have an interesting end to the race. I can't believe it. We've almost got 10. We've got almost 10 laps left to go, and we've still got 15 cars.
That has to be a record for us.
I don't know. I was quite surprised how far we got into Russia before the all started dropping like flies.
They're all dropping like flies. Someone's gone off at speed, unless that's just them moving up the road. finish or something, will you? I wonder when these two at the front are going to be.
We've got a box soon, surely. I knew they were going to stretch the legs. I mean, they're both on the mediums. Yeah, they're pushing as hard as they can so they can have a soft stint later on.
Okay, here we go. Battle for potentially the win of this race between Nhrl and Mark is still going on. There is some beautiful defending by the Merc, I will give him that.
Let's hope he doesn't bottle it again like he did in Season 2.
Oh no.
He lasted about 9 laps and then he binned it in the S's and then... Do you remember that when I went on to win the race? But it's... Well, the only thing I remember from that race is I nearly didn't because I kept making mistakes. At the time I'd only started using manual gears on back on F1 2018 at the time.
Yeah, I don't know how you won that.
I don't, but I think it was... For me anyway, it was the first Nhrl win I got that I had on pure merit. That looks like a very slow Alfa Romeo.
Gravity.
Oh no, how the hell have you done that?
I don't know how he's done that.
The thing is, his car looks okay. Yeah.
So he might have just lost the grip.
I don't know.
Anyway, as we were talking, kind of shifting our penalty. Oh, Cops is there.
That could be a safety car.
He's going off at the S's.
VSC. The exact same thing as Dylan.
Oh, that's that's going to give Lee a bit of breathing room.
I think that was a bit of bad time for Pitch Black and Aspect because they could have had a cheap pit stop there. The car's now been removed.
I will give one thing though, that gives him Leroy a bit of time to breathe.
Yeah, but still gotta keep an eye on the ball really because a little lapse in concentration here.
Tonk and
the
MDJ
difference
fitters.
between maintaining this half-second gap and then having a drive-through.
I wonder why Tonk and MDJ fitted.
Maybe for a fresh set of softs, be a bit safer to the end of the race. That's Gravity with the drive-through. I don't know if anyone else had one.
I'll check.
I think it's just Gravity. Anyway, Mark has had a hell of a restart. Not the best of corners through Spoon.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? It
Time, Aspect.
Oh, Gravity's spun on the last corner.
Again?
Oh, he's hit the wall!
Oh no. I fear that was intentional.
I don't think that was. He's caught in the middle of the road.
Oh,
avoid it! Warrior! Because he crashed where he did.
Yeah,
the car...
it's put his car back on the track. Oh, I'm just glad that's gone now. Anyway, that's Aspect, VSC. Right, Aspect and Pitch into the box.
Also, nothing. Somehow Mark got past Leroy though.
Yeah, I should have been watching that. There's a lot going on at the minute. But I'll tell you what, I reckon Aspect could win this race. He hasn't got a penalty, and everyone in front of him is on harder tyres. Not only harder tyres, but they're worn hards as well.
There's one, Connor, it's one thing to catch, it's another thing to overtake.
Yeah, but that's the thing, he doesn't need to overtake.
He does actually, he needs to overtake him at Mark, because he doesn't have a penalty.
We'll have to see what happens then. Collins, if you could just let these guys by as soon as you can, please, pal. That yellow flag tells me something else has happened. Oh, God's sake.
Aspect! Making quick work of the Red Bull of awesome dude.
Not a lot he can do.
Question, how long can red tyres go for?
14 laps.
Oh, he's getting to the end.
Yeah, I knew it. Pitching Aspect, we're just waiting to make the tyres last. I'll tell you what, Mark isn't exactly a million miles up the road.
Not a million miles, no.
It's
It is
only
doable.
about 8 seconds to the next car.
Oh, yes!
Pure desperation there. But hey, it's worked. And the thing is, Lee still really is managing his ERS really well. Mark's hardly got anything. As long as shifters can catch up.
Why the hell is my voice like every time I get too excited?
It's like a teenager asking for a date. Just out of pure excitement.
Ooh, Aspect getting the purple.
Well, yeah, he's fucking going to, isn't he? He's on fresh softs.
Of course. You know, I oddly fancy Aspect in it here.
You fancy Aspect?
God damn you!
You said it, not me. I think he's single, by the way.
What?
I think he's single. Just leave it.
Just leave it. You can put it up to another of my compilations of, like, things out of context.
Otherwise known as best commentary moment of the season come awards night.
Oh. Well, as I was saying, you know what I mean, though. I really fancy Aspect for this win today.
Oh, Mark has just tapped Leroy into turn 1.
Aspect 28.0 for fastest lap.
Still not within a shout of MDJ. Oh no, oh my god. Speaking of MDJ, he's trying to make work of Twonk, because Twonk is on fresh softs. I think they're fresh softs. Yeah, they're fresh, so they're holding him up a bit. I don't think MDJ should have hit him really.
MDJ's making it through. Oh, he's minced him.
Yeah, Collins has had another mistake in the S's. I'm surprised Collins ain't fucking crashed, to be fair. I don't even mean that in a horrible way. I mean, yeah, he's been in the barrier, he's lost his wing a few times, but that Haas has made us somewhere else if he ain't retired.
Talking with Pounding.
It's probably the only thing that's stopping Mark from overtaking now. It's his ERS management. Same problem with shifting.
Well, Mark tends to rely on his pure speed most of the time.
Yeah, but Lee has also pure speed to defend with. See, it's really hard to tell if the Red Bull is genuinely quicker in a straight line. He's going to have DRS, yeah. So it's going to be tight. It's a shame Leroy has that penalty because I'd love him to take this win.
Hey, we still got 5 or so laps. Anything could still happen here.
Yeah. Nice trying to see Aspect on podium, but he's not even within 3 seconds of shifters at this point.
There's plenty of time. Speaking of shifters, he's just gained within 2 seconds of Mark.
Seriously? There we go.
Collins is out.
Oh my god, where's Collins been up? He's done the same thing
corner.
as Gravity. Safety car, here we go.
Oh, has that worked beautifully for Aspect?
Yeah. The thing is, Aspect doesn't need to pit. I mean, he could, but he really doesn't have to.
I don't see why you would pit.
No, yeah, but that's the thing. No one really needs to pit. It's really going to help Mark because he can recharge his ERS. We're going to be on a safety car until lap 24, I think. So we should have racing again by lap 25. Leroy's in.
Mark's in.
The shifter's going to come in. Yeah, he is.
Yep. Aspect, what are you going to do? He's pitted also.
He's come in. He really didn't need to. Pitch! Oh my god.
Everyone's pitting.
Awesome dude staying out. Might as well.
So we're just gonna have a straight shootout on red tyres at the end.
Hoping so. Is that... Yeah, Blaze is in as well. Oh, I bet MDJ is going to enjoy this.
Another thing to notice that Awesome dude didn't pit that.
Yeah, I said he didn't pit, but I don't know if he will when they come around again. Because I know that we've only got the one DRS zone in Japan, but we should have it enabled for only the final lap. And even then, it'll be the start of the final lap, so he wouldn't be able to use it.
Remember, you don't necessarily... With Mark, also, he doesn't actually necessarily have to overtake them.
Yeah, I know. Which is probably a good team call between them, because then he can hold up Leroy, so he can't really run away.
Being a racer, though, you'll want to win this outright.
Yeah. Just double check Mark's warnings again, because this could be so tight. Because I don't think the safety car will be in this lap because not the rest of the grid's caught up. But I don't know if it's going to wait.
Mark still only has the one warning.
Yeah, he would have found a rhythm then. Nice to see Aspect up there on the podium. Oh god. Yeah, just waiting for Reese to catch up now.
I think best case now that Aspect can get second place with all the mountains factoring in.
Could do. I'm just trying to think if anyone else could take advantage from this. Maybe.
Oh!
What's happened?
Awesome dude's just got a penalty for severe collision with him at Leroy, and I'm pretty sure I just saw him at wing damage on Leroy.
Yeah. Leroy's gonna want to ram that Red Bull off the road. So, as a racer yourself, Gamey, if you're in Leroy's position, what would be going through your head now?
I would say that screw you to the Red Bull, but not actually saying screw you.
It would be a lot worse. To be fair, knowing Leroy, I wouldn't be surprised if he's sending death threats.
No. Anyway, but I would have damage right now. That would suck. And this is one of the tracks you do not want to that damage.
Yeah, we've seen it already. We had too many guys in the pits in the race. To be fair, if I was Leroy, it would almost be worth overtaking Awesome Dude and the safety car and just sprinting back to the pits, taking the 5-second penalty.
However, that is a bit cheating.
Well, he's got to do what he's got to do, isn't he? He's clearly not going to gain anything from this. Unless he really wants to be a pain in Mark's backside and just stay out. I mean, we've got 3 laps left to go. I'd like to think he could hang on to it, but that looks like more than an end plate that's missing.
Okay, no repeats of what happened there at the start of this lap, please.
No, he just needs to give plenty of space. Ooh.
Ready? He's in.
Yeah, he's not going to knock about. Well, both the Red Bulls have played that to perfection. Shifter's still trying to get heat into his mediums. Okay.
Leroy, he's just retired.
Well, what can he do? We've got 3 laps left to go, and he would have been 20 seconds behind. That was his race over, and Awesome Dude just let Mark into the lead. I'm gonna run board with Aspect.
He got overtaken by Pit Black. A lot of dirt being kicked up. Look at Mark, he's just disappearing down the road. DJ has decided to do the McLaren.
Oh, Awesome Dude having a hell of a tank sapper coming out of Spoon.
Oh, what an overtake Charlie's just done on Twong. There's some great action here at the midfield.
There's some great action up here at the front.
Shifts up in the second.
All blazing Aspects side by side.
No, they're not. This is the Ferrari's overtook him. Let's try to dive bomb the taps. Which he has done all they've touched.
No, it's just hard racing.
Bloody hell, Nhrl.
Awesome Dude kicking up a lot of dirt. Pitch Black is within any moment now of an overtake. That was a bit ambitious from Aspect.
Oh no, it's gone terribly.
Oh, he's down to probably the 10th.
Wait,
maybe even 11th. Oh my god. Sorry, this is way too close. Got 3 cars within the space of 1 corner. Oh, come on, Reese. That's an illegal overtake if I've ever seen one.
Oh, but they're getting really antsy with each other.
Twonk, literally on the grass. Oh, mate, if you pull that off, that's off the track.
Mark found it. Mark fastest lap actually. Oh, hey,
absolute shocking driving at the back of the grid. Come on, Twonk.
He decided to skip the corner entirely.
Yeah. Just thought, I don't know if he thought he was going to bother with the final corner.
Wait a minute. Tom's gone to the grass. Oh, yep, we're getting dodgy here. Connor? I believe MDJ's going to get a podium.
Oh, yeah. There's only stays within 3 seconds of the guys.
It's happening at the back. It's happening at the back.
The Aspect's not going to want to be held up by those guys. I don't blame him for any major overtaking attempts. It's just like pure pride at this point. The guys driving from, well, 3rd, 4th, 5th. They know they're going to lose it. Obviously, between themselves, they'll be fighting for position. But it's going to be a familiar sight with Mark taking the flag. Was this one handed to him? Was it pure luck? Well, either way, he's come across the line. He's won the Japanese Grand Prix. Shifters P2. Will he keep it? Awesome Dude P3 and Pitch Black. Charlie? That's got to be wrong.
No, that's right.
Are you serious?
No, that is right, Connor.
Did Charlie have a penalty?
No, he didn't.
Where was Charlie in that? I must have completely missed it.
Charlie was behind him at MDJ.
But how's he got that if MDJ was in front of him?
I don't know if MDJ just got penalty at the end or.
I've never wanted to go so quick to the race director. Oh my god. Oh, not as many as I thought there was in terms of penalties.
Familiar sight of podium though.
No, I just don't get how Charlie was given that podium. Either way, race went down. Mark Espy wins for Red Bull, Shifters P2 for Ferrari. Charlie apparently got P3 for Mercedes. Solid job from Pitch Black P4 for AlphaTauri, one of his highest finishing positions of the season. Blazed by Gaming P5. Santareka P6, DJ P7, Aspect P8, also do P9, Reese P10, Twonk P11, and then Leroy 12. Non-finishers were Collins, Gravity Cops, and Dylan.
Okay, I don't know if there was. Okay, I'm questioning it myself now because MDJ finished around 5 seconds behind him at Charlie. I mean, we're obviously going to do the podium as it's just showed us there, but I think they'll be investigating. I know what's happened.
Yeah, we're just discussing it in Discord now.
There we go. Let's invite them.
Would you mind adding at least Shifters and Mark to the chat while I figure out who got P3? Can confirm that is MDJ P3.
Oh, okay. I don't have them on my friends list.
Do you need me to invite all of them? Yeah. I'm alright. I quite enjoyed that. I think they're all showing offline. I can't find half of them. Sorry if this has taken a while. My friends list is taking a while to load to get the guys in. And there we go. Got them all now. definitely eventful. I'll say I don't know why if it's anything to do with the past with Japan or real life F1, but league races around here have always been solid.
Yes, and looks like we've just got all of them in right after each other. So if you can hear me, guys, then respond and also make sure your voices are sharing.
Hi.
Hola.
Right, if
That was
we're all
my
here,
turn.
might as well get on with it then. And DJ, coming into the race that you literally were not here, you've got to be happy with that turnaround though. I'm not really sure how your race went because there was quite a bit of action on track, but the little or any action you had, how was it? And was it difficult to stay up with the guys who were in front of you?
Well, let's just start with the beginning at the start of the race where
That
I
would be a
didn't
good
was. At the qualifying, I got disconnected because my Wi-Fi just stopped working, and like half an hour later, I joined the session, and it was already 8 laps gone. So I was like, okay, I'm not getting a podium or points today, so I'll just go for fastest lap this race. But then all of a sudden, all the safety cars and virtual safety cars came, which really saved me and got me a podium at the end.
I just want to say that, how big was that timing glitch at the end? Because I didn't catch where Charlie was relative to yourself.
Well, Charlie was about, I think, was 1 second behind me.
So either way, he would have been behind you anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know there were a few guys up at front, so if he was supposed to have overtaken some guys, I don't know where he was supposed to finish. Anyway, I'll let Stewart sort that out. Yeah, considering what happened in the race, you're not going to complain with P3.
No, I'm definitely not going to complain with P3.
Excellent. Gamey, anything to ask?
No, man, just saying that the safety car is probably the thing what actually saved you, you lucky bugger. So yeah, well done with that.
Moving on. P2 shifters. First of all, solid debut for Ferrari. It looks right seeing you in that type of car, driving that well. I think you had a 3-second penalty though, didn't you? I don't know if that would have.
Yeah.
Right. The thing I wanted to speak about was the pit stop, because Leroy managed to jump mark. Did you expect to jump mark as well? Because it must have been tense between it.
No, I expected to jump mark, yeah. During my outlap on the hards, I had a really bad exit coming out the pits, so it kind of just ruined me trying to get past Mark or even Lee when they made their pits. So
Fair enough. But in terms of your sort of early battles with your teammate and Leroy, was it a fair fight, or did you think it was a bit brutal at times?
it was fair. It was fair. Straight fight.
Fair enough. Gamey, anything else to add?
Yeah, I'll just say well done also for your first race and the Ferrari, but it must just still be annoying that the Ferraris have a look, but then immediately goes at some point in the race. That might be a little bit infuriating, maybe.
Yeah. During qualifying, I kept spinning. I even put it in chat. Discord. Anyways, it's a solid debut, so I'm happy with that.
Excellent stuff. Gonna move on to race winner then. Mark, I know it's your usual slot on the podium, but did you feel like you had to work more towards this one, or was it more gifted to you in terms of safety cars or your teammate holding up some people?
Well, from the start, I was always going to start with mediums, just due to the fact that the soft tires die off that quickly. You've always got a chance of keeping up with them, which made it, like, especially whenever they were fighting as well, it made it easier to stay with them, which was the good thing. And then as soon as clean air came, I was able to show the full pace eventually, but that only lasted about 1 or 2 laps since after the pit. Because as soon as I seen Lee go purple, I was like, this is the time I need a pit now, just so I don't lose too much of a gap to what I had. When I came out ahead of Liam, and about 2 seconds behind Lee, roughly, I was just pushing the car to catch back up to him. When we did, it was a good fight between me and Lee. It was fair, good fight. When it came to the last safety car with the softs, whenever I seen the amount of penalties everyone else had, I was like, as long as I just realistically stay where I am, like that kind of position, because I only had 1 warning from, I think, lap 4. So considering I got no warnings after that, all I had to do is realistically stay behind and go from there. But then under the safety car, Lee managed to just rear end Andrew, give himself damage, and give penalty to both of them, I'm pretty sure. But then, since Andrew was on the hards, it was easy enough to get past him in turn 1. He made a mistake turn 1, he didn't let me through, he generally made his own mistake, which let me through. But after that, it was kind of just clean sailing to the end.
I don't really know what else to say really. You covered all bases. Gamey, have you got anything else to add?
Well, nothing really, just well done on yet another win.
Thank you.
Just bear with me because I'm trying to do some maths.
I haven't won the title yet.
Of course, Mark, you know.
I've already done the math, I haven't won.
Yeah, yeah. The point I'm trying to make is, I believe you mathematically can win the championship at the next race, but yes. I think it's. I think you have to outscore MGJ by about 5 points ish, just off the top of my head.
Do you just win it already?
Do you think it's going to be an easy one, or do you think you're going to struggle at Kota?
USA, I don't know what Mikey's like at USA.
Oh, give him the trophy already. Look at him.
If I have to, I'll just make sure that I finish behind you.
Oh.
Pack your bags, boys. Pack your bags. Mark's out here to win it.
Luckily enough, I'm off work for a month, so I'm here for the full month.
God damn it. Well, I was going to say, luckily the race goes into February.
Ah, well.
Anyway, yeah, I'm going to wrap up here. Like I said, it's going to be Circuit of the Americas from next week in Division 1. Weather is looking very good. It's going to be drier than a Saudi Arabian stag do, so no need for the wet tyres. In terms of NHRL activity for the next few weeks, sign-ups are still open for the World Endurance Championship on Project Cars 2. We can't start that until we have the necessary drivers. Division 2, they'll be heading to Japan next week as per usual, following the week after Division 1. But apart from that, I just want to say congratulations again to DJ for winning the IndyCar Championship around the Christmas and New Year break. And yeah, that's all it from me. We'll see you lot again next week in Kota.